Welcome, Taurus, to your February 2024 reading, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Now, Taurus, I just want to say thank you so much for all of your support in December and January. Now, if you are one of the people that subscribed to get your free mini reading and you have not heard from me, please don't worry, you will hear from me. I am still working through the huge number of people that actually took me up on my offer. Now, if you're interested in a free mini reading and you want to subscribe, I'm still offering that opportunity, but please know that there is a really long wait. Now, I am obviously working from the oldest to the newest. So if you unsubscribe, then resubscribe and ask your question, you go to the back of the list. So the bottom of the pile. So it's going to take even longer. So just be patient. You will hear back from me. And please feel free to let me know your feedback as well. If it didn't resonate, if it did resonate, I love to hear your feedback in those areas as well. But let's get into this month's reading. Now, I feel like you are starting out the energy of February with a bit of a ho-hum kind of feeling here. You are almost bored with your situation in a way. You kind of become tired of it. It's not like you're missing anything. And it's interesting, I'm just looking at these two cards. They kind of mirror each other in a way. The Four of Cups and the Seven of Cups, although they have completely different meanings. It's very, very interesting that within this particular deck. Oh, this deck, by the way, is the Druid Craft Tarot deck, if you are wondering. And the Four of Cups here talks about you've got it all. You've got your finances, you've got love in your life, you've got security, you've got all the things that you can want, but there's something missing here. And the story of this particular card is, if you look at the imagery here, there's a cup right up here. And this figure is sort of focusing on these cups, very similar to the Five of Cups story here, although not so much sadness. But this could be a potential opportunity that's being offered to you. And if you're not careful, you might miss this opportunity because you are kind of caught up in this feeling of being bored. And something is a little bit missing here. And so there could be this wonderful opportunity that does get offered to you. And this is actually, in a sense, mirrored in the Seven of Cups here, because the Seven of Cups is you being spoiled for choice, you having so many opportunities in front of you and you're just unsure about which way to choose. So this is actually a great position to be in, being spoiled for choice. But I feel like if you have been stressing or worrying about something, this is definitely coming to an end. The Ten of Swords is often, it looks very ominous to see the figure lying there with all of the swords in the back, in their back. But this is an ending, an absolute final relief, and it's over with. This is dead, done, and over with. So you feeling bored, you feeling like there's something missing in your life, you feeling trapped in a situation that you can't get out of, this is absolutely coming to an end here as well. And to have the Ten of Swords right above the Eight of Swords really confirms that any feelings of worry, of stress, of boredom, of negativity that you are bringing into February, it's absolutely coming to an end. It's wonderful. Now, for a lot of you, this could have to do with an emotional situation or something that you've been hanging on to emotionally, but it could also have to do with your career here. I mean, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. This is the card of the apprentice, and you are working hard here in this card. You could be finishing an apprenticeship that has been quite troublesome for you, and you've been working hard at that and it's been a little bit stressful, but now that is over with. Or you could be finishing one particular job and getting another job here where you start and you are having to learn all of the components and getting better at it and really learning in a sense, and really learning to love it as well. Whereas perhaps before, because you're feeling a lot of this negativity around surrounding it, it just wasn't happening for you. But this is kind of passion coming back in here. Now you've got the Prince and the Princess of Cups. This, I would normally read this as a Pisces, but this is any water sign here. So a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer. And this talks all, in this deck, the Princess is actually what would traditionally be the Page. So you have got some really wonderful, happy news coming in for you. And it could, as I said, be to do with your career. It could be some wonderful news to say you've completed a particular induction, you've done something, you've got the job, whatever it is. And this can also be love messages as well coming in for you. And the fact that it is Valentine's Day in February, this could very much be some beautiful love messages that are coming in for you. But yes, the Seven of Cups, back to the Seven of Cups. I mean, I'll just touch lightly on it because I did kind of go into it before. This is a lot of opportunity ahead of you here. You are in a wonderful position. And the point with this card is you can only choose one, and the fact that you might be hanging around a lot and pondering what's in it, you might actually miss one of the opportunities, which kind of marries in with that Four of Cups. So make sure you do choose. And that Eight of Swords, you know, I feel like you get this a lot, Taurus. This is you feeling like you're trapped, feeling like you're stuck, feeling like you can't get out. But if you look at the imagery here, I mean, there's a massive gap between the swords. The rope isn't even tied in a knot. It's just dangling free. And the blindfold, well, it's not around her eyes very tightly, she can see. So just by untethering the ropes, taking off the blindfold and walking through the swords, this figure can get out of the situation that she's in. So this really talks about your way of thinking about this, because swords are all about the mind, the intellect, your thoughts, the way you communicate. Just by changing the way you think about the situation that you're in, you're actually going to change the situation. It will change it. It'll let you see things in a different light. Now, as I said, you do have two eights here, and eights talk about progress in your life. So things are moving forward. So if you have been feeling stuck, know that there is a shift, there is a change here. And the fact that you've got the Prince of Cups, which is normally the Knight of Cups in a traditional deck, Knights are all about the movement of energy. And so you are going to be moving on from any of this, and you're going to be loving it, because cups are all about emotion, about the heart space, about your feelings. So you are changing the way you feel about a particular situation, and this in itself is changing the situation. And the fact that you've got the Magician here, wow. This is a powerful energy of manifestation. You've got everything you need here in February, Taurus, to attract what it is that you want, to manifest your desires. The The Magician, if you look here in front of the Magician, they've got the sword, the cup, the wand, the pentacle. They've got it all. They've got the passion, the drive, the emotion, the love, the intellect, the finances. You've got everything you need to bring it all together and create what it is you want, and create the direction that you want to go in here as well. It's actually a wonderful, powerful energy, the Magician. And I feel like this has come out for a few signs. And so has the Seven of Cups. So I feel like this is collective energy. We're all at this place in our lives. Well, not all of us, but a lot of us are at this place in our life now where we are really at a bit of a crossroad, and we need to choose which direction we want to go in. All we need to do is actually make that choice, make that decision. Now, I've got my clarifying cards here. This is the Mystical Tarot deck. I absolutely love this deck, and I'm going to take all of those. There are a few, but I'm going to take them anyway because they tend to tell a bit of a story. Now, you are showing up in your own reading here, Taurus. Oh no, sorry, I thought that was the Hierophant. It's the Chariot. I'll take that back. This is even just as wonderful a message. Now, this is the card of you heading forward in your life, and it is very much linked with the Magician card in the sense that you are the charioteer here. You are the one that is driving things forward. Now, this is a card of Cancer. This represents a Cancer. But this is, there's effort involved here because you are the one that is having to bring all of the elements together. You know, you look at the story of the charioteer, there's a black horse and a white horse, and both of them want to go in two separate directions, but the charioteer needs all of their strength to pull the horses and control them and get them to go in the direction that they want to go in. So I feel like after this significant ending here, there is movement in the direction. This significant ending, there is movement in the direction. And this is exciting as well. You're going to enjoy the travel, enjoy the road, enjoy the journey. And this can actually talk about you going on a journey. You might actually be traveling somewhere, going on vacation. You could actually be moving as well. But this, if you're not, this is like a metaphorical change, a metaphorical journey, a shift and a change in the way you think about certain things. And it's going to be so successful because you have the Sun. This is that card of joy, of abundance, of enlightenment. This is the happiest card in the deck, and you are wanting this for yourself, and you're traveling in that direction. You are ensuring that your life is headed towards the Sun. You're letting go of any of that sadness that you are hanging on to here, Taurus, and you are, I feel like you're going to be focusing on the two cups that are standing here, standing up tall and full, rather than the ones that are on their side with all of the contents spilled. You are really driving yourself forward and moving on here to a wonderful, wonderful future. And I feel like there's a lot of nostalgia around you as well. I think you are thinking about the past, and I feel like this hurt and this pain perhaps is stuff that you are carrying from the past, but you're letting it go. I really feel like with that Sun card there, you are successfully releasing any of that, and you're thinking about a happier time in the past, and you're wanting to recreate that here for you. And I really feel like you will. I mean, you've got an air sign here, so this is the Queen of Swords. So there could be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius in your life. But this card talks about balance being restored and you being able to really see clearly here. You're able to look at the facts and not allow emotion to become involved in any of your decision making, in any of your choices about the way you move forward. You're looking at practicality, about the facts, about what you need, about what you want, and you have clear vision here. You know exactly where it is you are going. I would normally read this as a Libra. Did I say that? I do apologize. But as I said, any air sign here. Now, this could have something to do with your work. You've got a lot of pentacles in that lot that just came out. You've got the 4, the 3, and the 6 of Pentacles. So I feel like you are working hard here, and you are going to be in a position to, you're not going to have to hang on to your finances. If you've been feeling like you haven't had enough here, I don't feel like that's going to be the case here anymore. And you're certainly not going to hang on to any old, outdated ways of thinking about your finances either. I feel like, you know, the facts, another card got you got the 8 of Pentacles and the 3. And this is kind of you working hard, working in a team, sharing your knowledge, and you're going to be able to make some really good money here, Taurus, and even to the point of being able to share it and give to charity or give to others to help. And if you've been feeling like you're in a position to need financial assistance, assistance is there for you as well. And I feel like, you know, your final card out of that lot, you have really done all that you can in a particular area of your life that you've been perhaps stressing about, worrying about. And the 3 of Wands talks about you getting to that place where you can now just move on to the next project because you know you've done enough. I don't know if you can see in the distance there's some ships in the distance, and the figure is looking out to sea, and they can see the ships coming in. They know that they've done all they can now. All they have to do is sit back, relax, allow the ships to come to shore and unload all of their wares, and they've achieved what they've wanted to achieve, and then they can move on to the next project. So there is a bit of a wait in when it comes to the 3 of Pentacles. It does ask you to have a little bit of patience, but you are definitely you've achieved what you wanted to achieve up to this point. You know, there's always more and new things. Whenever there's an ending, there's a new beginning. So this certainly isn't an ending for good. But the fact that you've got 2 3s here as well, you had the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. You know, 3s are that stage where they represent, you know, creativity and growth, and also of self-expression. You know, you want to really express what is in you. You might be even looking back to the past, as I said, at some things that perhaps you've put on the back burner, things that you haven't worked on that you wanted to work on. This can be creative projects. This can be something that you are passionate about. This can be even a job that you perhaps have wanted to do. And so having a lot of 3s can talk about this growth and self-expression. Now, there could also be, now this is obviously not going to apply to all of you, but this could be the birth of a child here. 3s can represent, you know, 3 people in a family unit, the mum, the dad, and the child. Now, if you don't want kids, you're past having kids, this can be you actually even giving birth to a new project. If you're not giving birth to a new person, you may even bring a pet into your world, because that's like kind of having a child as well. But there is a birth of something new here. And for a lot of you, I do feel like this is within the workspace or within growing a business or growing your finances in a way that you've wanted to for a while. But if that is you growing a baby, congratulations. You'll have to let me know that too. Now, I'm just going to take a final card here from the Now I Understand Oracle cards. This is by Janine McLean, and the imagery on the back is by her daughter Lauren. And your Oracle message is proof. Your search is validated by the evidence before you. No more confirmation is necessary. Wow. Okay, so if you've been waiting for a sign, this is absolutely coming in for you as well in February. So that is wonderful news too. Any sort of messages, any kind of signs about which direction you need to go in or what you should be doing, keep an eye out for that, because that could be coming in for you as well. So we'll leave it there, Taurus. As I said, please take me up on my offer of that free mini reading. Just put new subscriber, free mini reading, and I will get back to you. There is a bit of a wait, but I will get back to you. Have a wonderful month, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.